Well, welcome to our final collab for Vlogmas 2024 between Edie over at Edie's Adventures, Kim at Girl on Her Phone, and Joan at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading, formerly known as Joan's Pointed Plate. She changed her channel name this year. But we decided that we were going to talk about our goals for the year 2025. I don't know if it's supposed to be resolutions or not, because everybody knows that usually resolutions only last a couple weeks. So we just wanted to talk about a few of our goals for the year. I really have to, one of my main goals for the year for 2025 is to get my balance back. I have been gaining too much weight, but we'll get into that, and because that's also one of my goals. But I've gained a lot of weight. Since I've lost a considerable amount of weight. I've gained a good majority of the weight back. And with that has come age, which is not something that you can avoid. And I'm having a lot of balance issues. I don't feel steady on my feet. I'm 74, but you know, my gosh, Jimmy Carter died yesterday or Sunday, and he was 100. So it's like, no. And he was building houses in his 90s. So don't let it, age is just a number, as they say. So my goal for 2025 is to do more balancing exercises. I've checked out a lot of different sites on YouTube, and I found a couple that I really enjoy, that I've liked. I haven't really done too many of them. I've done a couple of them, but not like on a regular, steady basis. And on Facebook, I've shared so that they would stay on my site, so that I can just go back on my site and see it. There's 2 men and 1 woman that have a lot of different balancing exercises, and they're little, like really quick little 20-minute or 20, not 20-minute, but like 5-minute exercises where you do like 20 leg kicks and 20 hip twirls and different things like that. And things that you should do on commercials when you're watching TV. I don't watch commercials, but I can still do it during watching TV. So one of my goals for 2025 is to every day, and I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't do it, but my goal is to every day, at least once during the day, spend at least 10 minutes doing some balancing exercises, because I really do need it at this point. I did go for physical therapy earlier in the year. No, it was last year actually, because one of the exercises that they had me doing, I kind of stretched my Achilles, and I had plantar fasciitis is what I ended up getting from it, because I stretched my foot the wrong way or something, trying to do my balance. And I really didn't have a good therapist. It really makes a difference on your physical therapist. I am considering, I go for my physical, I go for a 6-month checkup. I think it's in February. No, it's in March, because I go every 6 months. I go my birthday and then in March. So if by March I don't see a noticeable improvement doing it on my own, then I'm going to have my doctor prescribe me going to physical therapy. Because I definitely don't want to fall and break a hip or anything like that. And I don't like feeling old, because when I'm not moving like I want to move, I feel like an old woman. I do, when I go out and walk around in the neighborhood, I do bring a cane. Now, I walked with a cane before. In 2007, when I was 57 and my knees were so bad before I had my knee surgery, I went everywhere on a cane. So it's not that I have a shame of a cane, because I don't have a shame of a cane. It's just that I just don't want to walk with a cane. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I just don't want to walk with a cane. So that's one of my goals. Another one is the gym and we have a Silver Sneakers free membership that we can go to the gym anytime we want for free. And we were going, and I was enjoying it. I don't really swim too much, because I'm not a really strong swimmer, but I do like walking and doing water exercises in the water. And so Jim and I have a plan that's starting next Monday. We are going to go to the gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just to get us out of the house. Lately, we've been getting out of the house just to, we've been spending money. I mean, we were Christmas shopping, or we go on food shopping, and we buy too much food and all of that. So, so the goal is to get my balance back and to do exercising more. So that's my exercise goals so far for that. The second thing I want to do is I want to get back on track as far as financially. I slipped into some bad habits in 2024 of using my credit card a little bit too often. I was depressed is like a strong word to use, because I wasn't like in a depression, but I was feeling depressed. And when I'm feeling sad, I like to spend money. So I did a lot of spending this past 2024. I did a lot of spending at Christmas time, especially. I used more credit cards than I care to admit to. And so now I have balances, and I don't like that. I just don't like that. So my goal for 2025 is to pay off all my credit card debt. Not that I have that much, but to pay off my credit card debt. To try to pay, I still have a house payment because we've refinanced our house. And we had to get a new roof and that. So I want to increase a little bit of the equity money into it, like pay a little bit extra above and beyond the actual payment towards the escrow, so that I can pay the balance down a little bit. And then Jim's truck is a 0% interest loan, so I'm not in a big hurry to pay that off anyhow, because it's just, I can't see, I'd rather spend the money on things where I'm paying interest on it rather than that, because I'm not paying interest on that. So, and then I'm doing a pantry challenge with the girls, Edie, Kim, and Joan. And so I'm going to try to really limit my food spending for the month of January. And just that alone is going to be a challenging goal for me, is sticking to a menu. I so many times, I have so much food in my freezer. I have so much food in my pantry because it was just easier just to go to McDonald's or Burger King or order a pizza. Or if I just didn't feel like thawing something out in the freezer, just run into the store and buying some fresh hamburger and making burgers or something, rather than use the meat that I have in my freezer. I can get through the rest of the winter, I think, with the food that I have in my pantry, let alone just January. So that's going to be one of my goals, is to accomplish that. And of course, my main goal is my weight loss. I just really kind of disgusted with myself sometimes, because at one point I had lost 96 pounds, and I've gained back almost 60 pounds of the 96 pounds that I've lost. So it's not so much a resolution as far as, everybody says, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to go to the gym, blah, 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 all that. They all say that. But I was reading some articles, and I did find this really good article. I don't even know where I got it. I read it just before Christmas. And it's called Understanding the Stages of Body Grief. Now, everybody knows that there's 5 stages of grief. And, it's, what is it? Denial, anger, depression, acceptance, all that good stuff. But they had this for the weight loss, and I read it, and it really hit home. And the very first line is, just because you accept that you're overweight doesn't mean that you have to love your body. Accepting means that you just accept the way your body is. Some people just, no matter what they do, and I'm probably one of them. Like when you get older, your metabolism slows down. You don't lose weight as quickly. Some people are just, I am not big boned. By any means, I am not big boned. But I do tend to be on the heavier side. My family is heavier. And they say there's kind of like a science that if your family's really super thin, your whole family's usually super thin. And if your whole family's kind of like tends to be overweight, it's kind of like your genes. And so you're fighting that. Doesn't mean that you can't lose weight. It just means that you're fighting it a little bit harder. So the first stage of your body weight grief is denial. Believing that you can't be happy in your bigger body. I think that one of my goals this year is to be happy that I have a body that's functioning. Now, I just got done telling you that I have to walk with a cane, and I'm not very steady on my feet and stuff like that, but I'm not in a wheelchair. So, I can get up and I can get out and I can get moving. I don't like that I'm a bigger body than I was in the past, but I just have to believe that no matter what I do, I'm just going to stop being an emotional eater. My main problem is I'm in denial, thinking that, I can every once in a while go into a binge, and it's not going to really affect me too much. And because and that's one of the main reasons, is because I can't accept that I have a bigger body. Even when I lost the 96 pounds, I'm very bottom heavy. No matter what, I still was bottom heavy. And that's just the genes of my family. I'm always going to be body heavy. Doesn't mean I have to weigh as much as I weigh. I know that. But that's one of the things. The second thing is anger. The second stage of the body grief is anger. Most of us have been taught that smaller bodies are more worthy than bigger bodies. And, even at my age, people look at you and they think, oh, here comes that big woman. And oh my gosh, she's old. And I hope she doesn't fall. I'm not going to be able to pick her up. All of that good stuff. But sometimes we turn the anger into food, eating more food. But we should channel our anger more towards journaling, which I've done in the past. I kind of fell away from journaling in 2024. A lot of times I did start writing. I can't find it even. That just shows you how long it's been since I journaled in my journal. I was journaling. I was writing a book on losing weight and my journey. And I started it in 2020 because I was going to turn 70, and I did really well because all through the pandemic and everything, that's when I lost my 96 pounds is during the pandemic that year. Well, not that whole year, but I started in 17, and by 2020 I was all at 96 pounds. But I need to direct my anger towards writing into my journal, stop starving myself when I get mad at myself. I'll binge and I'll think, oh, you know what, tomorrow I'm just not going to eat. And then I starve myself, which is just going to like a loop-de-loop, because then your body thinks, oh my God, she's starving. We have to shut it down, type of thing. So I just have to make a conscientious effort to eat more grains and vegetables and drink more water, things that are going to fill me up, that'll take me longer to eat and fill me up and keep me satisfied longer. The next stage of body shaming is bargaining. This phase is about avoidance and fear, because we keep going on totally awful diet restrictions. And sometimes we have to just think that we have to stop doing that. And that's one of my goals, is to stop bargaining with myself, thinking, well, you know what, if I'm going to go crazy today, tomorrow I just won't eat. No, just eat healthy every day. And I'm not going to deprive myself of something if I want it. I'm just going to have it. And just, so I'm not going to have a donut this week. I'm just going to go the whole week without a donut. No, just say to yourself, I'm going to say to myself, my goal is just to say to myself, I'm going to try to go this week without having a donut. But if I have a donut, I'm not going to beat myself up. That's going to be a hard goal for me, because I am very, very, very judgmental on myself. And then a lot of times it's a depression. And like I said, not a deep depression. It's like a sadness kind of a depression, not like a medicated depression. But I have to let go of the fantasy that, if I really stick to my diet this week, I'll lose at least a pound. I have to make a better goal of this year of just saying, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to eat really well. I'm going to feel better with I'm eating. And if I lose weight, I lose weight. And if I don't, I don't. And just stop setting realistic goals for myself, because I think I do that a lot. And stop thinking that the only way I'm going to be healthy is if I'm in a smaller body. Granted, if you're overweight, you're putting taxing on your organs and your heart and all that. I'm not saying that. But my goal is just to realize that, I really am a healthy individual for the most part. I really am pretty healthy. My doctor will look at my blood results and stuff, and they'll say, if people were to look at you and look at your blood results, they would think it was from two different people. So you need to be doing better as far as your eating and losing weight. So that's what I'm thinking. And if I'm feeling sad or depressed, I'm just going to try to make a point of contacting people that can snap me out of it, this type of thing. And then the last thing I have to do, my main goal, which is going to be very, very hard for me, is acceptance. I have to come to terms to where I am right now, how slow it's going to be, and that I'm not going to get to where I want to be as fast as I want to be there. And the faster I get into that mode of thinking, the faster I'll be back eating healthy and losing weight. So it's like a round of a catch-22. You eat healthy and then you lose weight. If you don't worry about it, you gain weight if you just kind of go crazy. So in a nutshell, my goals are to exercise more, get my balance back, lose some weight, pay some bills off, and just continue being happy, which is, to me, is not a hard goal for me. I find myself to be a pretty happy person. I'm pretty happy-go-lucky as it is. I have the best family. I have the best friends. I have the best YouTube subscribers. I have everything going for me in life. I really have everything going for me in life. So coming up with weight loss goals is kind of, trivial, I think, as far as the things I have in my life that I should be thankful for and grateful for, which I am very thankful and very grateful for everything in my life, everybody in my life, and just everything's going my way so far, other than my weight loss. But like I said, I am going to get past that this year and concentrate on my goals. So hopefully this is what the girls had in mind when they were talking about goals. I'm not really sure if that is exactly what we were thinking, but that's what I came up with. So tomorrow we'll start our pantry challenge. I'll give you a tour of my pantry, and that'll be a hard goal for me too, because that's well out of my wheelhouse, So I'm going to try some new things. And of course I'm going to read as much as I can, because I love to read. I got lots of books for Christmas. And try not to sit and watch TV so much, because that's my big problem in the winter. But let me know 2 things that you plan on, 2 of your goals this year. Not a resolution, because resolutions we all know kind of go to the wayside. But 2 goals that you'd like to attain before next New Year's Eve. Because I think that I saw Ricky Gervais had something. He said, if you could ask yourself anything like 1 year from now, what would you ask? And my question I would ask myself 1 year from today is, did you listen to not one thing you said? Because I would like to look back next year and know that I paid attention to what I just said. But let me know what you would like to ask yourself in 1 year and what 2 of your goals are for this year. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make sure you check in the description box down below. Check out the ladies. If you're not subscribed to them, why not? Why not? Subscribe to them. So one of my goals this year is to get to Edie at Edie's Adventures to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal. That's another goal. I forgot about that one. I'm going to do everything I can. You're going to get sick of me talking about Edie, because I think that she's a channel that deserves to at least have 1,000 subscribers. So I need at least 300 of you to go over there and subscribe to Edie. But that's it. So like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's talk again tomorrow. And I'm wishing you all the very happiest of New Year's.